This is the Brown Boy Wonders podcast.
Hey guys, it's the Brown Boy Wonders podcast. In this Gobble Gobble episode, we're going to talk about week 11 of the NFL. Tyren is here with me. Tyren, man, how are you doing today? How was your bye week? How was your Saints bye week?
First off, thank you for having me this week. The bye week was, I guess, it was refreshing. I guess I didn't have to watch the Saints disappoint me this week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this team looks next week against the Falcons without Michael Thomas.
Yeah, it says he will be out, but is Derek Carr playing?
Maybe he's still in concussion protocol from what I was reading, but he should be cleared in time for the game. Fingers crossed. We'll see.
Okay. Well, hopefully, if it's not there, you know who will replace him.
Eating W's, J-Mo. Jameis Winston. Yep.
Yeah, man. We can see him eating W's on the field. I can see that. But the big story, at least for me, was my Jets against the Bills. I have I have no words, man. You take it away. I have no words.
Well, I guess Robert Saleh finally came to the light and saw that Zach Wilson is not the player who he thought he was. I don't know why it took him 2.5 years or seasons, but here we are.
Yeah, I think it's because they don't want to be wrong, so that's why they want to keep playing him. Like, hey, we're not wrong. He's just developing. But I think it's to this point where we gave him too many opportunities, and he's keep messing them up. So now they realize or have to make the decision like, all right, you're out. You're supposed to learn this whole season with Aaron Rodgers. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers didn't play. Now you have to play, and then it's not working for you. Just sit down and let Boyle cook this week. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna see. Yeah.
This all goes back to that week 17 game in 2021 when y'all were supposed to lose that game to get Trevor Lawrence and y'all won.
Yeah,
I still don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe if they tend to lose that game or made it too obvious, maybe that'd be pointing. We're raising eyebrows, but I think we accidentally won that game, so I don't know. The sad thing is Zach Wilson in this game particularly, he was embarrassing himself. He tripped on the turf. When I saw that, I'm like, he's done. And then when he crashed into Robert Saleh, I'm like, this guy is over. His career is over.
Well, in Salah's defense, it looked like he tried to stop him.
Yeah, he kind of did. I think in the interview, he said like, my reaction was too late. I'm getting old. I understand that, but yeah. I'm glad it's over. I did love Zach Wilson when he was playing good, man. He was so good, but he's messing up. There's more bad than goods for Zach Wilson. Yeah, that's that. 2 year, it was a failure. The Zach Wilson project was a failure. But now let's see Tim Boyle. Maybe if he gets hurt, we have what's his name?
Trevor Siemian.
Yeah, Trevor Siemian. So if that doesn't work, then maybe Garrett Wilson will play quarterback. Who knows? Yeah. Other than that, yeah, go ahead.
Thomas Morstead looked good on that fake punt. Former Saint.
Oh yeah.
He threw a dot.
Hey, if he can throw the ball, I'm fine with that. Let him be quarterback. But yeah, besides the Jets game, is there any other games you were crazy about? the Lions game was kind of crazy.
I didn't watch the Lions game, but I saw highlights. Justin Fields is another quarterback who I am questioning. I don't know. I don't know if we're okay. So in that last play that he had, the strip sack safety
Yeah.
fiasco. Um, he's had a lot of lost fumbles on plays like that, and I'm not sure if I can blame him on his lack of pocket awareness or if I blame the O line because those types of strip sacks they happen very often to him.
Yeah. I don't think maybe it's just him. I think the line is pretty solid.
Well,
Um,
I can't believe they choked that lead away.
they certainly did, man.
Jared Goff looked terrible, and then he played hero.
Yeah, like it's crazy because I never see golf play like that before. I'm guessing it's like it's his
And
thing
he was
now.
at home.
Yeah, it was at home. Yeah, a lot of good things for the Lions. Um, the other game I was going crazy for, not going crazy for, but just like it was a weird game. It was a Thursday night football game with Ravens and Bengals.
Oh, I hate Thursday night football.
I
Um,
mean, I think this one was good at least a little bit.
it wasn't. You know that game was not good
Nah, yeah, it
because
was.
Joe Burrow got hurt, Mark Andrews got hurt.
Yeah,
For a second there, it looked like Lamar was hurt.
yeah. Everyone was getting hurt. Uh, but speaking of Joe Burrow, do you think because there's an investigation on his injury, do you think the Bengals will be fined or maybe even worse about covering up Joe
See,
Burrow's injury?
if if there wasn't that photo evidence of him wearing that, I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was a glove or like a brace. It was deleted. I don't know if you knew
Oh,
that or not.
I did not.
Yeah, so it was posted on Twitter and then deleted, and it's
Yikes.
clear as daylight that he was wearing that on the wrist that got injured. So I think that I think they might lose a draft pick or get fined.
Oh,
If they don't
uh,
lose a draft pick, they're definitely getting fined, like a hefty fine.
at least a big fine because if you're faking an injury, that's big time for NFL or any sports league.
And this isn't just a player. This is arguably a top 5 QB in the league.
Yeah. He torn his ligament
Yeah,
on his wrist. Like when you saw him like in pain when he was trying to throw that ball, I was like, that doesn't look right at all. But he torn his. Cannot imagine torn your ligament on your wrist.
yeah. So the only way that could have happened, well, it's two things that could have happened. That which we're speculating right now. The wrist was already injured, or two, you land on it awkwardly, but he didn't land on it awkwardly. So he threw a touchdown pass, and that's what did it.
That's crazy,
So
man. Damn.
yeah, I can
Well,
see a hefty fine coming.
yeah, I can see that
There's
too.
just something there.
Definitely. I do have one question. Oh, a few questions here. We were just speaking about the Lions game. Do you consider Jared Goff as an elite quarterback now, or he was just being lucky?
I think Goff has always been a decent quarterback.
Mhm.
I think the thing that really kills his reputation was that Super Bowl loss
Yeah.
because he came in with the Rams, him, Todd Gurley, Cooper Cup, Robert Woods. That offense was unstoppable, and then
Hmm.
the Patriots hold them to 3 points.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
If they win that Super Bowl, I think we think of Jared Goff.
yeah,
Um, we may view him in a similar light to how we did when Nick Foles won.
Mm-hmm.
We
Oh,
thought of
okay.
him as we thought of him at the time. We thought of him as a franchise QB. He could start and lead a team. I feel like if Goff would have won a Super Bowl, which he probably would have been Super Bowl MVP. I guess we could just throw that out there. I think we look at him in the same light. Maybe even like as a Drew Brees type of QB.
Mm-hmm.
I totally see that. But since he didn't win, since that offense wasn't prolific in the Super Bowl, here we are. We're questioning if Goff is elite.
Yeah.
But I think he's in a great system, and I even hate saying system because the narrative about a system QB is that their system QB, they're limited. Their
Mm-hmm.
skills are limited. But where Goff is in Detroit, I feel like that team could make a potential deep run in the playoffs because they have Goff, the play action game, the two-headed monster in the backfield. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sam
Yeah.
Laporta's come on the scene and he looks really good. The Lions have arguably a top 3 O-line and the defense is coming along. So with Jared Goff being that missing piece, I feel like technically he could be elite because the NFC is weak,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I can see him being elite basically because the NFC is weak. But if Goff was in the AFC, I'd say no. He wouldn't be elite because he'd be overshadowed by Mahomes, Josh Allen,
Yeah.
a healthy Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Sorry.
Lamar Odom. He did not. Did he crack? That's what Stephen A. said.
Yeah, he did. He did. Even Trevor Lawrence. So
Yeah, he's in the right division for his team here. Right now they're 8-2, and I saw this crazy stat that said the last time the Lions were 8-2, JFK was president. So that was a long time
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Damn. Well, but I do have this other question here. There's 1 minute on the clock. You're down by 5 points. Do you start Russell Wilson or Josh Dobbs to win your game?
Okay. Are we working with the offense? What team? Like, are you working with like Russ on the Denver Broncos and
Yeah,
Dobbs on the
Russell.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Is Justin Jefferson healthy on the
Uh,
Vikings?
right now, no.
Oh gosh, I'm trusting Russ with the Broncos.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
I mean, I trust because sometimes they do a lot of screens to Madison, so I was gonna pick Vikings with that, but Russell Wilson, you thinking because he's gonna give to Sutton all the time?
Yeah, he's gonna throw some BS up, and Cortland's gonna go up and snag it.
Yeah, he always does that the hoopity hop when he's running around and on the field. But okay.
Yeah,
We didn't speak about Monday Night Football against the Eagles and the Chiefs.
yeah, that was gonna be the game I was gonna talk about in your first question. Which game stood out to you?
Oh,
Okay, so before I even mention the game,
mhm,
so the Chiefs have lost 3 games.
yeah.
Okay, they lost to the Lions week 1. They lost to the Broncos, and now they lost to the Eagles. Do you know what all 3 of those games have in common?
What?
Kadarius Toney dropped the pass that would have put them in field goal range to beat the Lions. Sky Moore dropped the game-winning touchdown against the Broncos.
Oh no.
MVS dropped the game-winning touchdown against the Eagles.
Oh damn. That's a
So
big problem.
yeah, so I think the Chiefs lead the NFL. I think the stat was 26 miss. They have 26 drops on the season. The
Wow.
Chiefs will be undefeated if they aren't dropping passes, which is crazy to think.
Yeah. Especially with Mahomes. I mean, I'm guessing there's no real wide receiver one for the Chiefs then.
Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, but he's like a tight end. But he acts like a wide receiver.
He
Okay.
does. They line him up everywhere.
Yeah. And then of course he does blocking, he does wide receiver, he does tight end.
Hmm. I do like
Uh
Rashee Rice out
yeah.
of SMU.
I like him too. I do have him in fantasy. He makes some good points there.
Hmm.
Get some catches. But he should be number one wide receiver then.
I think he is, but like on paper, I think they have Sky Moore. Sky Moore might be their top
Right.
receiver, which I saw him once in the game against the Eagles.
Oh.
So actually, I'm gonna look this up because I'm curious who is their wide receiver one on the depth chart.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm predicting it has to be. I want to say Rice.
no, I was wrong.
Who?
So on their depth chart, Justin Watson is listed
Oh,
as wide receiver one.
I forgot about him.
Wow, I did not know that.
Okay. Well, he doesn't act like a
Which
wide receiver one then.
no, well, he was targeted 11 times against the Eagles,
How many
which
catches he?
he had five 53 yards and a touchdown.
Hmm.
Wait, how many times was Kelsey targeted?
Has to be more than five or
9.
more than 9. I mean, I would just I would just put. I mean, Kelsey is number wide receiver number one then.
Technically,
But
yeah.
yeah. Okay, but if Kelsey's down, then who else is there then? If the Chiefs are trying to win a game,
It's the receivers dropping passes. We saw that week 1 against the Lions,
yeah.
and that was not pretty.
Well, they gotta catch those balls, man.
They do.
Uh,
I agree.
um, but the one thing that pointed me out for Monday Night Football was like Patrick Mahomes, man. I'm kind of sick of him like crying to the referees for a flag every time. He always looks at the referees and he's like, ah, so they
Yeah.
did something. I mean, come on, man. Not every time. I don't know. That's just me. It kind of threw me off of the game, but otherwise, it was still a good game. But remember who gave that loss to the Eagles? Who was that one in that? What was the record now?
uh,
Uh, eh,
Jalen Hurts beat the Eagles.
yeah. No, I'm
It
talking about.
wasn't. It wasn't Zach Wilson. I
It
know what you're
was.
trying to do here. Jalen Hurts had no business throwing that ball with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah. No, but that's his fault
Uh,
though. Maybe he got pressured on the defense.
he
The
shouldn't. They
Jets.
should have been running the ball and running the clock out. But whatever.
Hey man, that
Whatever.
on the record books, the Jets gave that one in the Eagles. I will always remember
Y'all
that.
did. I'll give it to y'all. Because Justin Hurts wanted to be the hero.
Yeah, he's trying to do something funny. He's trying to be Hulu Live Sports. Uh,
Yeah.
but my last question here is, I don't know if you saw this, but Stephen A. Smith,
Oh
he
gosh.
he gave he defended his argument when he was asked about the movie Cars, the 2006 movie Cars, where does Lightning McQueen uh should be like a Hall of Famer because he has 7 Piston Cups, but then he
When did
defended.
he? When was he asked this?
There was asked this like a few hours ago, not a few hours ago, but like yesterday on his Stephen A. Smith show.
Really?
If you haven't seen it, you go watch it.
Okay.
He was asked about like is Lightning McQueen a Hall of Famer from McCullough, and he was defending his answer. He's like being real with it. That's why I like Stephen A. Smith. There's no like breaking his character there. I like it. But yeah, how he gave a lot of information about the movie Cars. How the hell does he know about that movie, about the animated movie? That blows me.
Well, ESPN is owned by Disney, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. There's someone's feeding
So,
answers to him, or state
I
like
mean, Cars is an old movie.
is
As
it real?
crazy as it sounds to say that. Yeah, it came out like when we were like in elementary school still.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Maybe he
Maybe
knows. I don't know.
well, he does have a daughter, so maybe he took
Mm.
her to see it when she was. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, aside from literally being an employee for Disney, unless he got prepared for this question, like
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't know Lightning McQueen has 7 Piston Cups. That's
He
news to me.
he has 7 Piston Cups, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, you want to go with the you want us to go with the fantasy starts here for week 12?
Okay, I am like kind of over fantasy because my team in our league,
Yeah.
I think I'm officially out of the playoff run.
Really? What ranked are
I
you?
I am second to last, and I have 8 losses, and 5 of them have been under 5 points. That's really heartbreaking,
Yeah, that sucks, man.
including to you. I lost to you by 3 points.
Yeah, I apologize. You should not lose in that fashion.
Freaking kicker scoring 18 points. I've never lost to a kicker before.
Well, it's always the first time for everything. I'm 5-6 in our league right now. But I don't think I'm gonna make it. My team is kind of trash. Not trash, but it's like I don't think they will make points.
We'll see.
Um,
You traded away.
yeah,
Should blow us on mine. You traded CMC for like a stack, like a
yeah.
half a team. You traded him for like
I
literally a
did.
half team.
I did. The guy who I traded with, I forgot his name. I apologize if you're listening here, but I asked him like, why are you giving away your whole team to me? He said, I just like CMC, and he goes with like one of my other guys. I'm like, okay, but I told him I'll think about it because that's a big trade, and I think it's a stupid trade from you. But I'm like, okay, let me think. Let me think. I know CMC is doing the most, but my rest of my team is not doing the most. I'm like, all right, let's just. After I think 2 days, I accepted the trade, and I thought we revoted. I don't know. I thought did you revote?
No, it went through.
It
Okay,
just
so
went
like
through.
I'm looking at it right now. So you traded Christian McCaffrey and
Hmm.
Rondell Moore,
Hmm.
who, by the way, had his best game of the season after you traded him.
Yeah,
Uh, and you got James Cook, Devin Singletary, D Hop, Nico Collins, Kadarius Tony. No, you dropped Kadarius Tony. Okay,
yeah.
no, so you got James Cook, Devin Singletary, D Hop, and Nico Collins.
It's not like a great trade for me.
It's not, but like looking at your team, it I hate saying it, but like it works because
I needed
you
those
needed the
guys.
2 running backs,
Yeah.
which I'm not in on James Cook at all because Josh Allen's the RB1 really,
Hmm.
but Devin Singletary had a great game. D
Yeah.
Hop had a decent game, and Nico Collins, I think he had a decent game also.
Yeah, I did all right. Not too crazy. He made like 13 points, which is not bad.
So
But
I mean the players well, I'm worried about Devin Singletary because Damian Pierce could come back, which I
right.
mean Damian Pierce was not doing good before,
Hmm.
but the only person I'm worried about is James Cook because James Cook isn't really used how he should be used.
Yeah, I think I just got lucky for this week at least. He made 19 against the Jets, but I don't think he'll do that against Philly. So that's the thing for week 12.
We'll see because Brees Hall had the not Brees Hall. Isaiah Pacheco had them fighting for their lives. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. With this new team, I'm still think I'm not gonna make it to the playoffs, but I don't know. We'll see. We still have like what, a few more weeks until the playoffs.
2 weeks.
Oh, well, I need to win those 2 games then.
Or no, it's
Isn't it week 15?
the playoffs are week 15, 16, and 17.
Okay.
So we have 4 weeks.
Yeah, around there.
Or I think it's 14, 15, and 6. I don't know. Yeah. But
It's
it's
getting
coming.
close. Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
close. But yeah, for week 12. Also, in my two of my other leagues, I traded away Pollard. I have two in my leagues, and I gave him away. And the week I traded him away, he made 20 points. So I hate myself.
I can't be mad at you for trading Pollard.
Yeah, I mean, he's not doing shit for the past 10 weeks.
Yeah, I
So
can't blame you for that.
yeah, there was a reason I was losing piece of him. But anyways, week 12 fantasy starts. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. On quarterback, I one episode in the previous episode, I couldn't pronounce this guy's name. But I'll try my best here. For quarterback, do you start Tua Tagovailoa versus the
This
Jets? You said yes.
who is Tua your only option?
Uh yeah. I mean, at least for the starts for week 12.
Yeah, start Tua. He has two good receivers, good O line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sleeping on Tua.
What about? Aren't you scared about the Jets defense?
Um, Not really. I just saw what Josh Allen did to him
Yeah, that's true.
last week.
That's true. On the running back slot, do you start AJ Dillon against the Lions?
I love AJ Dillon, the person,
Hmm.
but when it comes to him in fantasy, especially when Aaron Jones isn't playing,
Yeah.
he I don't trust him.
I remember last time when Aaron Jones wasn't playing and AJ Dillon was playing, he didn't make much points.
Not at all.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's a no for AJ Dillon. On the wide receiver slot, do you start any Colts wide receivers against the Bucks?
Yes, the Bucks secondary is not good.
Hmm.
Michael Pittman has been decent. I'm hoping you talk about Michael Pittman.
Yeah, Michael Pittman or Downs.
Yeah, Michael Pittman has been very consistent. He's been slept on, but he's been very consistent this season.
Mm.
And this is coming from a Michael Pittman hater.
Oh, really? You hate
Yeah,
him?
like not actual football, I don't, but fantasy, yeah.
Oh, I I know that feeling. Well, but would you start Reggie Wayne against the Bucks?
Of course.
Yeah.
Reggie Wayne against the world. I love that. I love that guy.
I love Reggie Wayne. I love Donald Driver. Those are good players there.
Great receivers.
On the flex spot, do you start Jalen Warren against the Bengals?
Ooh, division game. I feel like Najee still may get the goal line. I don't know.
They said Warren is the
And
number one now.
he's on paper, it's still Najee.
I hate Najee. He just doesn't do anything fantasy.
Yeah. But like I said, he gets goal line carries.
Hmm. Okay.
And our prayers have been answered because Matt Canada got fired.
Yes.
Finally. So Najee might be productive because they can go back to their old offensive ways and using the running back how the running back is supposed to be used, and
Hmm. Also, he was holding him back.
he was holding everyone on that offense back.
All right. On the Titans slot, do you start Trey McBride against the Rams?
Yeah, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Trey
Kyler
McBride has finally been getting his roses. He's coming along, and he was the best tight end in his draft class
Mm-hmm.
last year. And I'm glad he's finally showing everyone what he could do. So, start Trey
Yeah.
McBride.
for sure. I guess you need a Kyler Murray for him.
Well, he was
The
doing decent without Kyler.
Was he? I was not
He
paying
was.
attention to him. Oh, okay.
Yep. Actually, that
Well,
last game with Josh Dobbs before he got traded,
mm-hmm.
and
Uh,
yeah, he looked decent. So
all right. The kicker slot. Do you start Will Lutz from the Broncos against the Browns?
the Browns defense is so good. I might because I don't know if they score a touchdown unless, like I said, Russ throws some BS up and Cortland comes down with it. But
Do you? Yeah, we all hope for teams to do that if you have that kicker.
yeah, I
Just
haven't found that luck with the kicker yet. But
all right. The last slot here, the defense slot. Do you start the Titans against the Panthers?
oh gosh, two bad teams.
Yeah, it's an ugly game here.
So the Titans are going to stop the run. Teams don't run on the Titans. The secondary, however, is not good. They traded their best DB, Kevin Byard, to the Eagles. And they're still young at corner, and we kind of just saw what Calvin Ridley did to them last week. So
Mm-hmm.
I would not start the Titans
All right.
unless they sack Bryce Young a lot. I mean, that's the upside they have.
Right. Okay. So that's the fantasy start slash siddums right there. But yeah, week 12 is here pretty much on Thanksgiving weekend. Do you have any plans for Thanksgiving?
I'll be with family all day and cooking and baking and having a
Watch.
good old time. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. We're just watching football with the
Oh yeah,
turkey
and
leg.
football. Can't forget that.
I give up football.
Yeah,
Mad
watch
Dog. I don't know if you saw today's episode of First
I
Take.
didn't. I missed it today.
You missed
I
it.
missed Mad Dog Wednesday.
Yeah, Mad Dog, he was complaining about Thanksgiving. It's all about, being quiet,
Gosh.
watching the game, and eating a turkey leg.
Being quiet.
Yeah, you just watch. But, there's a lot of, like, outside noises when there's, like, gatherings of Thanksgiving. So he'd rather be quiet, watch the game, and eat his turkey. And I don't blame him from that.
I don't know how quiet in football goes. Yeah. I
I,
guess.
I mean, I guess he wants to hear the commentators. He wants to feel that whole experience, He feel like he wants to be in all those stadiums during Red Zone. The
Okay,
Red
Mad
Zone
Dog.
channel.
I'll let Mad Dog do what he wants.
Yeah, and also I saw this little clip. He was saying something about we spoke about JFK. He was speaking about like Harvey Oswald and JFK. I don't know. He was going crazy there. I don't know what he was talking about.
He is a historian after all, so
Yeah, sure.
not surprised about that.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for this weekend or this episode. But yeah, where can the audience find you, Tyron?
Instagram, underscore Tyrenol, TYRENOL underscore. You'll find me there.
All right. Well, of course, you can find this podcast on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You'll hear it from there. And till then, I guess happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Voice crack on the snap.
You heard that hi by Kirk Cousins. It means it's our Week 12 weekly pickups. I'm here with Wally. Wally, how you doing, man?
I'm chilling, brother. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How was the predictions from last week, from Week 11?
Pretty good in my favor. Went 11-3. Fortunately for you, you went 9-5, which is not too shabby. But
Yeah, I think I can get back up,
let's see. This is a tough week. Thanksgiving week is here. Any plans for the big holiday for Thursday?
You know me, just watch movies and eat some chicken or turkey, whatever, and watch some football. What about you?
Same here. Gonna be feasting myself with some good turkey.
Oh,
Sit back watching some football. So let's get into those Thursday matchups.
All right, let's do it. This is, of course, Week 12, aka the Thanksgiving week of the NFL. So we're gonna start with the Thursday night game in the morning at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. It is against Packers against Lions. Who are you rooting for here or picking here?
Tigers came off an impressive win last week, but I'm going with the Lions. They seem to be very resilient over the past few weeks and closing out that game against Chicago with scoring 14 points in the last, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the home team here. Lions have the momentum. Lions on the way.
Yeah, Lions can finish the games. I'm going with you as well, Lions as well. The next game is also on the Thursday Thanksgiving Day, 3:30 Central Time. Commanders versus Cowboys.
Gonna go Cowboys here, as it pains me to say that, but don't think Commanders have enough juice on the offense to handle Dallas' defense. Dallas' defense is crazy. I feel
Yeah,
like they're gonna be very opportunistic, so gonna roll with the big D.
yeah, I like that. Brian Robertson from the Commanders, he's doing well in my fantasy team, but I think the Cowboy defense will win over, so I'm also picking Cowboys. The Thursday night game, 7:20, of course, Central Time. It's 49ers against Seahawks.
Yeah, this is probably the toughest matchup of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Niners coming off a nice win at home. Seattle coming off a gut-wrenching loss for a field goal against the Rams.
Right.
This is a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Seattle here. I think this home field advantage is going to play a big factor. Thursday night, it's going to go crazy. I don't know what kind of uniforms they're wearing, but they're wearing the throwback uniforms. That's a dub times a billion. They're going to get the win. Going to go with Seahawks here.
Seahawks, okay. Yeah, I hope they bring the Rush uniform for this one. They haven't brought that back yet. But unlike you, I am picking the 49ers. Brock Purdy, he's Mr. Irrelevant. He's going to come back with the win. But yeah, 49ers. The next game is particularly crazy because it's the first time ever Black Friday football. It's against the Dolphins against the Jets.
Black Friday, first NFL game. This just has an L written all over my Jets. Change of quarterback to Tim Boyle probably won't do as much, given that their entire offense is pretty anemic. So it's going to be Dolphins all the way. Tua, Tyreek, it's no question. They're going to be exposing whatever's left of the Jets defense and pull off the victory here.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying Dolphins?
Dolphins.
Okay. Like Rich Eisen said, he's like a delusional Jets fan. I don't know if he said that, but I think I'm also a delusional Jets fan. I think they should win all the games in this schedule. But I'm picking the Jets. The first Black Friday game here. The next game is, we're going back to our old Sunday nights or Sunday afternoons, is the Buccaneers against the Colts.
This is tough. This is kind of a toss-up, in my opinion. I'm going to go with Buccaneers here, simply because I think Baker Mayfield is better than Minshew. And I feel like they have the comeback potential. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers here on the road.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I love Baker Mayfield's style. You know, he's headbutting helmets and all. I'm going with Buccaneers. The next game is a divisional rivalry game, or not a divisional rivalry, but it's just a callback to the 2 Super Bowls they had. It's the Patriots against the Giants.
Ooh, somewhat of a rivalry in the Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Giants here, home field. We don't know who's quarterbacking the Patriots at this point. I think Bill Belichick said everybody's available to play, so I'm thinking Giants are gonna pull it off. Tommy DeVito, we had a great showing of last week. Hopefully he can replicate that come this week against New England.
Yeah, definitely. DeVito, he's showing some potential. We'll see what happens with there, but I'm also going with the Giants. If Mac Jones is still playing, he might slap DeVito's nuts. I don't know, but I'm going to the Giants. The next game is it's a doozy. It's the Steelers against the Bengals.
I have to go with Steelers here. McKinnon out as OC. Bengals without Joe Burrow. That's going to give a spark to the Steelers. They're coming off a gut-wrenching loss again against the Browns. I don't see them losing again, so I'm going with Steelers here.
Yeah, I am going with you as well. Steelers. Yeah, Joe Burrow's. They said that he torn his ligament. That's crazy. So I'm guessing he was hiding that injury the entire time. But yeah, I'm going with the Steelers there. The next game is the Panthers against the Titans.
Probably the most irrelevant game of the week. But
Yes.
I'm going to go with the Titans here, simply because home field advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the Panthers here. Bryce Young, he gotta show something to us, Gotta show a little something. The next game is the Jaguars against the Texans.
This sounds very interesting. Going up for division round, I guess first place in the division. Texans on a roll. CJ Stroud's the real deal. Trevor Lawrence. This is like one of the better matchups this week. This is tough. I'm gonna go Texans here. I just think they have so much more momentum for them heading into this week, and they've shown a lot more resiliency against the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Texans.
Okay. I'm going with the Jaguars. I feel like it's gonna be a close matchup, but probably like a high-scoring game here. But I think Jaguars will pull it off at the end, maybe with a field goal towards the end. The next game is the Saints against the Falcons.
Falcons are the most confusing team I've ever watched in my entire life. They're supposed to be good, yet they mishandle their use of their star weapons. I'm gonna go Saints here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the Saints as well. I think Taysom Hill, I've been saying this like past few weeks on this podcast. Taysom Hill is the quarterback for the Saints, not what's his name, Derek Carr or James. Is James Winston still there? I keep forgetting.
He is there.
He is
Probably
there.
some insurance backup.
Yeah, so like I said, Taysom Hill is the quarterback for the Saints, so I'm going to the Saints here. The next game is the Cardinals versus the Rams.
I'm gonna go Cardinals here, only because Kyler Murray is one of a kind, and I think they're gonna pull off whatever it's worth an upset against the Rams here.
Okay, you seem unsure.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very unpickable game. It can go either way, but given Cardinals are at home, I'm going to pick the Cardinals.
I like that. I respect your prediction there, but I'm going with the Rams. Cooper Kupp and Puka, they are the main guys in that team. I know Darrell Henderson is waived, I believe. So I forgot who's Karen Williams is the running back now. So I believe Rams will pull it off. But yeah, we might be another high-scoring game. The next game is the Browns versus the Broncos.
This is another interesting game. Really could dictate the wild card spot. But I'm going to say Broncos here. I think the Broncos defense has been improving the past few weeks. Browns have a rookie quarterback. I don't think he has faced any good defenses as of late. I think I'm going to go Broncos here at home. Let Russ cook.
Okay. Broncos country, let's ride. That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that. I'm picking the Browns. I did forget that there was a rookie quarterback for the Browns, but I think the Browns defense will smother, Russell Wilson to the ground. So I'm picking the Browns. The next game is the Bills against the Eagles.
Ooh, this is definitely matchup of the week.
Yes.
Bills had some revivalness towards them. last week with their offense and Joe Brady as their OC.
Oh yeah.
They seem to be steadfast in contention with any other team based off of last week. But you can't just base off of 1 week. Eagles are the superior dominant team. They show that against the Chiefs Monday night. They're able to close the deal. I'm going to go Eagles here.
Okay, yeah. I'm also going with the Eagles. There's always a Brady in that Bills division. There's always a Brady, but I'm picking the Eagles here. The next game is the Chiefs against the Raiders.
Chiefs here. Although Raiders had a little streak going for themselves, don't think that the Chiefs are going to lose back-to-back games. They certainly need to fix their drop passes situation, but I think they get things back on track and get a dub here. Chiefs.
I like that. Well, you don't like Antonio Pierce, the former Giant linebacker, now's the head coach for the Raiders?
Oh no, I think he's doing a great job, but I guess against Andy Reid and don't see that happening.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I'm also going with the Chiefs. Arrowhead. They're at Raiders, but like I said, like what you said, Patrick Mahomes should come back. I'm going with the Chiefs. The next game is the Ravens against the Chargers. And it's a Sunday night game, Sunday night football.
Chargers look like they need this desperately. Stay in contention. I don't think they'll get it. Ravens seem to be on a roll. I think they're just gonna smother them a little bit more compared to all of these other games. It's gonna be a blowout. Ravens here.
Wow. Okay. Like I said before, Chargers, they are losing big games. Last week they lost a big game, and I believe they should pull it off this week in Sunday Night Football against the Ravens. Justin Herbert, Eckler, Keenan Allen, those are dubs. Those are not dubs. Those are studs, and they should get some dubs on Sunday Night Football. The next game. What was that?
Go for it. What's the next game?
Okay, the next game is it's Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. It is the Bears against the Vikings.
Vikings here. The Astronauts gonna take us to the moon. Get this dub for the Vikings.
Okay. Since you're going to the moon, I want to go back to the field, aka Justin Fields. I'm going with the Bears. The Bears. I believe DJ Moore is gonna pull it off with at least 20 touchdowns in this game. I might be going crazy there, but at least two touchdowns. The Bears should win it. But yeah, man, how are you feeling about the pickems here? Your pickems of week 12.
Feel good. A little bit more trickier than last week, but I think I feel confident that I'm going to beat you once again.
Okay. Well, we are, if you're looking at fantasy-wise, we are almost to the playoffs in fantasy, but we are still kind of far away in the regular season. But yeah, hopefully I should win here. But yeah, until then, where can the audience find you, man?
The Garden State.
Garden State. Well, did not know how to end this last time, but I'm gonna say this. Never give up. Is that good?
For all you folks out there listening, just remember these 3 words. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Bing bang.